All right, let's move on to 7.13. Today we're going to be talking about a different kind of focus, and it's going to be this word, this inequality. We've been focusing a lot on equalities. That's when we can say 3x equals 12. X is definitely that problem. But occasionally we're going to have problems and topics where it's not going to be a specific number that we're looking for, it's a range of numbers. So let's take a look at an example where we are talking about some scientists and they're gathering some information on owls. And looks like most of the owls, or all the owls they were getting, have a beak length of less than 7 centimeters. We want to put all of the numbers that these owl beaks could be on a number line. And the topic here is that we're going to figure out how to put them on a number line and what the rules are for that. So when we have an equality, we use the equals sign. But when we have an inequality, we have many others. Let's write our equals is equal. Feels silly writing that, but it's good to start off with our definitions. Inequality, we have 4 symbols that we typically use. This is greater than. This is less than. And we also have these 2 new ones. Well, they might be new, they might not be. We're going to use this symbol and this symbol. And this is greater than or equal to. And this is less than or equal to. Kind of think of it like there's a little piece of that equal sign that kind of carries over into the symbol, and that's how it gets to be that. All right, so let's take a look at a quick example. If I was going to write this out, x is greater than 2. If I was going to list out the solutions to this problem, it could take forever, right? Because I could write, well, it could be 3, 4, could be 7, could be 100,000. And it could be 374 sevenths. Could be a whole bunch of things, right? And I can't sit here writing them all out because it would literally take me forever because there's an infinite number of numbers, right? So how do we graph this and how do we do this? Well, we're going to use a number line. And our famous number line, we're going to start, I'm going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2. And the way that I can do this is x is greater than 2. So that means I'm going to go to where my 2 is, and I'm going to circle that number 2. Because in this case, x can't be 2, but it's everything from 2 up. It could be 2.1. It could be 2.000001, but it's not 2. Right? So the way that I represent this is I use a circle, and then I kind of drag my little number line, and I say it's that number and everything greater than that. And this is how I would graph, on a number line, x is greater than 2, just like this. Okay, let's take another look at a quick example. Say I'm going to graph x is less than or equal to -1. All right, same thing. I'm going to start off with my number line. 0, 1, 2, 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. It's supposed to be a negative, sorry. And I'm going to say, okay, negative 1 is definitely going to be my focus here. But in this case, it is less than or equal to. So for whatever problem I'm using, negative 1 also satisfies the conditions. So that means I'm going to color it in this time. And then I'm going to do the same thing as before. But this time, since it's less than, my little arrow is going to be going to the left. This is how I would represent x is less than or equal to all numbers, or x is less than or equal to negative 1. Okay, let me do 2 more. If you feel like you understand it, go ahead and go on. I think these are kind of fun. And I don't think they're very difficult either, but they're kind of like new. Example 2. Let me find some examples that I like. X is greater than or equal to 0. Oops, wrote the wrong number. Would probably help if I can count. X is greater than or equal to 0. Got my 0. Just going to color it in. X is greater than or equal to 0. Nice. Last example. Example 3. Let's take a look at this one. Okay. Making it. Oop, I do need my negative 3 on here. X is less than negative 3. Simply like that. Real quick, if you're still watching, some of them are going to try to trick you, and they're going to look like this. Instead of it showing it up like this, they're going to write 3 is greater than X. And our key here is to know that when you flip these around, you have to flip the sign with it. Because I can see negative 3 is greater than X. Actually, let me check. I think I might be showing you wrong. But in this case, if I was going to graph this out, my 0, my negative 1, my negative 2, my negative 3, definitely be a circle. And my x here, I can write this going either direction. So I can also write this as x is less than negative 3, because if I flip these two on both sides, the inequality has to be pointing the same direction. So this is still x is less than negative 3. And if I think about it, it kind of makes sense, because here I can read it backwards. X is less than negative 3. Negative 3 is greater than x. So that means everything less than x is the number that I'm looking for. So keep that in mind if I'm switching these signs. All right, good luck.